Yo, what's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? It's your guy G, the number one Cowboy fan in Hampton, coming at you live, direct, and correct with some Mo news. That's right, I said Mo news, MO news that you can use. And welcome to Monday Night Mic'd Up. Give it up. Oh yeah, here we are. I'm so excited, man. You know, things are going on, and I'm jumping the gun, but I want to share something with y'all. Y'all know I'm everything Dallas. If it's the Dallas Mavericks, the Dallas Stars, if it's Dallas Cowboys, if it's whatever, I'm Dallas. So, Football Junkie sent me something, and it doesn't have to do with the Cowboys, but it has to do everything with the Dallas Mavericks. And if you haven't heard, I'm going to share this with you. It says Cooper Flag to Mavericks. Live reaction as Dallas Mavericks win the 2025 NBA Draft Lottery. Right to select Duke star Cooper Flag with the number one pick. Yeah. Y'all gonna apologize to Nico Harris. Nico Harris got a vision. I understand we ain't gonna get into all that, but you know, Luka, we love you, man. But boy, look at her. Y'all know what's gonna happen. But anyway, let's get back to the subject at hand, the topic at hand. The Cowboys set to play the Eagles in opener 2025. Give it up. I don't know about y'all. Ooh, that's gonna be a good game. I mean, that's a Thursday night game. We're going to talk about it. But first, before we get started, I want to say thank you to all of the subscribers and all the followers that follow us on this channel. We're steady growing, and the numbers are steady coming in. And, man, we're doing some great things. Again, I never post a video for clickbait. Anything that I post is from a fan standpoint. It's something that you and we need to discuss. We had a great What's Up Wednesday last week, man. We had a great time talking about George Pickens and things like that, man, with Cowboy Corner on here. Then we had Danny Savage, the draft guru, and we had Cowboys, I forget his name, but it was his first time coming on, but I appreciate him. And then Cowboys Champ and PR Cowboy and everybody else. But it was a great show. So we're getting ready. We're starting to ramp up. I see the numbers are starting to pick up again. It's been slow. Now we got things in place. So now we can start talking football. And if you can tell, I'm rocking tonight. Give it up. I'm rocking these boys tonight. Yeah, because that's how I'm feeling tonight. So anyway, yeah, thank y'all. Do me a favor again. Majority of these videos that's being watched by unsubscribers. I know you guys that are subscribers, you're like, yeah, we'll get to the video. But again, if you are a non-subscriber, do me a favor. And it's going to charge. It's not going to cost you anything. Just hit that subscribe button right now. Okay? And hit the like button and the notification bell so you will be notified when the next video is posted. So with that being said, guys, we got to get right off into this. What is going on? And let's talk about it. Yeah, the stage is set. The stage is set, and we are ready to rumble in the jungle. And let's get right on into this thing. So if you guys don't know, this is what's going on. So as it's been reported, the 2025 NFL schedule release, Super Bowl champion Eagles to kick off season versus the Cowboys on September 4th. Yeah, y'all see that stir down. Y'all see what's going on. So yeah, this is the Dallas Cowboys being hosted by the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, you say where? Well, it's going to be held at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. You say when? Well, it's going to be week 1, September 4th, 8:20 p.m. Eastern time. So it's also been reported after sweeping the Dallas Cowboys on their way to a division title and eventual Super Bowl, the Philadelphia Eagles are hosting their bitter rivals on the same night they raise their second banner. Philadelphia will open the 2025 NFL season against Dallas on Thursday, September 4th in the NFL kickoff game. Give it up. Yeah, Y'all saw the stare down. I mean, it's rightfully so. I don't blame. I mean, I don't blame. You know, this is a great time for the Eagles. Yeah, we get to play our bitter rivals as they get to watch us hoist up our second banner within the last 10 years. They know something we don't. But I tell you what, we better get our act together. We better figure out something. Now, we done did some things in the off season. We're going to get into that. But we better figure this thing out. But, yeah, the first game is going to be Thursday night. Yeah, the first game. And we have to sit there and watch them hoist their second banner. Wow, in the rafters. Hopefully they will motivate us, and hopefully we leave a bitter taste in their mouth by beating them like 41-7 or something like that. I don't, and I know that's wishful thinking, but who knows, man? It's a new season. But with that being said, let's look at the last 5 meetings, man. The last 5 meetings that we've played the Eagles, man. That was a time, man, we used to own the Eagles, man. And we used to own San Francisco, and man, man, we've been struggling. So back on the 29th of December, man, we played Philadelphia at Philadelphia. They kicked our butts 41-7. Then we played them on the 10th of November, and at AT&T Stadium, they beat us 34-6. Then November the 5th in 2023, the Cowboys beat Philadelphia. No, hell, we lost that one too. No. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Let me go back on. Okay, here we go. I'm right. On the December 10th, 2023, we beat the Eagles 33-13. Okay, that was the third meeting. And then on November 5th, 2023, they beat us 28-23. And then the last meeting was back on Christmas Eve of 2022. We beat them 40-34. Yeah. So, yeah, they are up on us. They are up on, I think, and overall, I think it's pretty close. I know at one time we was ahead of these guys by a long shot, but they've been winning here lately, so I'm sure they're closing the gap, or they're even with probably barely ahead of us. But yeah, we haven't been doing too well. We haven't been faring too well against the Philadelphia Eagles. So again, with everything that has taken place, hopefully we have put some pieces in place to overcome the obstacle that's at hand. So let's get into some of the transactions that has taken place here. The latest it might not be the latest, but some things that has taken place with the Cowboys and the Eagles, and something that we can kind of compare. But on the Cowboys side, we know that we brought in Brian Schottenheimer. He becomes the head coach to replace Mike McCarthy. We also acquired George Pickens. Pickens, that's his name. And also we lost DeMarcus Lawrence. He signs with Seattle. And we also lost our 1,000-yard rusher, Rico Dowdle. He signs with Carolina. So, yeah, there's some things out there. And there's a lot of other things. I just didn't have enough time to put everything on here. But there's a lot has taken place. I know I can say this, that we have signed almost 30 players to this roster so far. So, yeah. So, that's a good thing. Now, on the Eagles side, the Eagles have signed center guard Drew Kendall. They also signed wide receiver Giles Jackson. They waived Tyrion Davis-Price, and they signed cornerback Mac McWilliams. So yeah, again, this is just a few transactions that has taken place, and they had. If you look at their transaction list, they've done a lot as well. So This is going to be something to see now. And I'm not going to keep you on here long. Just now that the stage is set and we know that we're going to play these guys on Thursday night, I wrote down my thoughts of this upcoming game in September. I'm really eager and I'm excited to see what's going to happen because, yeah, the first game, yeah, at the box, let's get it. So the first thing I wanted to say about when I'm gonna talk about the Eagles first thing I say, they are the Super Bowl winners. Give it up. They are Super Bowl winners. Um, and basically they are preparing to defend their title. So they are clicking. I mean, this team is clicking, and I think it's one of the things where it's running like a fine oil machine. These guys know each other. They know, what to expect from each other, the flow of the game, the team and the organization is all moving in the same direction. So the only thing about that is basically, can they continue to win? Can they continue what where they left off? That's the question. Because here's one thing about it: they no longer have Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore is now the head coach for the Saints. Yeah, so not sure. I'm not saying that the offense is going to change drastically, but I know there will be some change. And then you got Jalen Hurts; he's still there, so I'm sure he'll have a lot of say so with the offense and how this offense is ran. And I'm sure they'll kind of stick to what's been working. So, yeah, that's going to be something to see as far as what the Eagles offense is going to look like. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be anything major, no major drastic changes with this offense, but it's still something to see. Now, with my Cowboys, here's the thing about what I'm going to say about the Cowboys. And I know we're saying, well, the Eagles are just tough and they should just run right to the Cowboys. Not so fast, I say. Number one, we got a new head coach, Brian Schottenheimer. Now, the con is he's never been a pro NFL. He's never have been a professional head coach, or he hasn't been a head coach in the league. Let me say it that way. So that can be a good thing or a bad thing. We don't know, but we're going to see what's going to take place. We also have the new offense, which you're going to see a new offense, and you're going to see a new defense under Eberflus. Now, again, I stress this about this offense. Now, the thing that could work in our favor is that no one knows what this offense is going to look like. Okay? No one knows what this offense is going to look like. So now, teams that's playing us, they're going to have to figure out how we play. Are we a passing team? Are we a running team? How do we run the ball? What kind of routes do we run? What is that offense going to look like? So I think that would work in our favor. That would actually work in our favor as far as the Cowboys, because they're going to have, there's no game tape. Okay. This is what happened when they had Daniels. I forget the kid that come from the Patriots and went over to the Denver Broncos, McDaniels or something like that. And man, that dude took off, went on an 8-0 run. But then by the time the ninth game, they figured him out and shut him down. But this could be the situation with the Cowboys. There's no tape on the Cowboys, and no one knows what this offense is going to look like. Same thing with the defense. With the 4-3, what the lineup, what the lineup is going to look like. So I say this works in our favor. So, but not only that, here's another good thing positive thing I can add, that the addition of George Pickens. Give it up for George Pickens. A lot of people talks about, his character and things like that. And people say off the field issues. No, he's never had any off the field issues. There's a lot of it that has taken place on the field, but this is a guy that's passionate about the game, and he's a no nonsense player. He's a competitor. Kind of remind you a little bit of Dez Bryant. He kind of remind you a little bit of Dez Bryant. He's gonna talk to trash, get in your face. So again, it's nothing new. We've seen this before. We've seen this with Dez Bryant. But just a guy that is passionate about getting the ball and passionate about his team. So we welcome George Pickens. But now what this does, this opens up our offense. Okay, now With this guy, we have a true X receiver, George Pickens, that's going to be on the opposite side of CD Lamb. Now, and a lot of people keep saying, well, he's the number 2 wide receiver. No, he's not. He's a number 1 receiver. He said, I don't know where you guys get this, the 1 receiver and 2 receiving. It's 2 good receivers, and I know as fans, we look at it like that, but this guy's playing on opposite of CD, and the way he's thinking, if I can draw attention, it's going to cause him to get open. If he draws attention, it's going to cause me to give up. This is what great receiver does. So he's considered himself as a 1 receiver, not a 1B or a number 2 receiver, because both of them are number 1 receivers. So, I'm not going to use the number 2 receiver and the 1 receiver, because these guys are going to complement each other really, really well. And we'll have to see what this running game is going to look like as well. But with the addition of George Pickens to this offense, this is definitely a major move. So give it up for the Cowboy organization for making this move. Give it up. So there are some things that's going to work in our favor, and which could pretty much put the Philadelphia Eagles on their heels, not knowing how to play the offense what we might show. And now that the stage is set for us to play the Eagles, the best thing we can do, and the best thing that could happen from Brian Schottenheimer, is go out there and beat them on game 1. That's the best thing he can do. So the preseason games, we're gonna put 5 plays together for them 3 games. We're gonna flip it. It's gonna end up being 10 plays, and we're gonna run through that through preseason. But come September 4th, you'll see the real Dallas Cowboys. Okay, so Brian Schottenheimer has a lot riding on this, but I guarantee this was definitely boost his reputation, his ego, his confidence and everything else, for him to come out on September 4th and beat the reigning champions, Philadelphia Eagles. So again, this is just my take on, now that the table's been set, the schedule's been set, Cowboys are set to play the Eagles in opener 2025. So let's just see. But again, guys, thank y'all, man, for stopping by, hanging out with me, participating and being a part of the Cowboy Huddle podcast. Like I always say, man, without you guys, this is definitely impossible. So I thank you, everybody. But I just want to stop on here on the Monday Night Mic'd Up and just give you some little inside scoop of what's going on. Again, if you don't, you can also see clips of this video. You can see clips of this video on the Cowboy Huddle TikTok page. A lot of these videos that I do here, I take clips and I put them over on TikTok. So you are more than welcome to go to TikTok and check out some of the clips as well. So our next meeting will be Wednesday night. What's up, Wednesday? We're going to chop it up again. We got a lot to talk about again, now that we're getting closer and closer to OTAs and things like that. So guys, y'all join us on Wednesday night at 7:00 p.m. Central Time right here. Same back time, same back channel, as we talk about our Dallas Cowboys. So with that being said, like I always say, continue to stay safe and continue to be blessed. 2 fingers up. Deuces.